I have no idea what I'm walking myself into. But I got tagged in this tweet the other day, and it was somebody quoting themselves and said, I almost just dropped 100 bomb on Rivals. And it's a screenshot, a picture of their monitor where they dropped 94 and 7. And then they took a picture of their screen with the replay code. And somebody tagged me and said, get on it. So I have no idea what in the f is in there. But what kind of a game has to happen for somebody to drop 94 and 7? I don't even know what rank this is. I know nothing else about it. But I thought it could be a fun time to go in there and take a look. So this is the stat line for the game. What in the f? Hang on, the enemy team has 21 kills as their most kills. This group's got a 94 and an 87 and a 68 and a 50. What in the world? Hang on, the Captain America has 23 deaths. That's kind of sad. The Moon Knight has 28 deaths. That's kind of sad. So small thing, you can tell if it's comp for escort or hybrid or not, because in quick play, you only attack or defend. If there is attack and defense, then it is comp. So this is in fact a comp game. Can I see their profile? They're Diamond 3. Wait, they played 32 matches and 27 of those are wins. That's kind of impressive though. All right, let's watch. Let's see what happened. This might be a little bit of a hot take, and I don't mean this to be mean, but there is a lot of people in this game who are getting by on mostly mechanical skill, and it is not their fault in any way, shape, or form. And actually, I've even thought about reviving the spectating series and putting a new twist on it. I've never wanted to do any type of coaching educational stuff, ever. I think it's boring. I think it's bad content. I think it's transactional experience. It's not fun. But there's a lot of eyes on this game right now, and a lot of people from different games that are not very good at hero shooters. And I cannot tell you how many times I have heard like full chest confidence takes from either creators, players in the game, whatever, on how you're supposed to play, and it couldn't be more wrong. Don't get me wrong, Rivals is new, right? Nobody's figured it out completely, but like you can say almost with 100% certainty, like what they're saying is wrong, right? And there's a lot of fundamental things with hero shooters and the way you play them that most people don't understand. For example, tempo ult. Tempo ulting is actually very important, where sometimes, even if a fight looks like it could be losable, you sometimes ult for tempo to keep your momentum rolling, and that can win you a point. And it's better to use the ult and win a fight than to save the ult for the next one, because defending and holding is much stronger than breaking through. So sometimes in a 50-50 situation, you just flip that coin and pop that ult, and if you can pop off with that ult, you win that fight, yes, and it's like, well, oh, we could have saved it for next fight because they have certain ults. Yes, they have certain ults that you maybe could have saved that Luna ult for example, right? But it's more important to win the first fight, keep getting percentage or getting escort time or getting the point or whatever it is, get the objective, that's the key, the objective, as opposed to saving the ult to counter another ult, right? So, and by the time they walk up and finally ult, you might ult again and they don't get to use that big Psylocke ult or whatever, or Strange ult or whatever it is, and now you're 70% to your Luna ults again, right? So it's like, those small things are actually very, very important, and I don't know. I feel like there's probably a huge group of people that need to learn that. You've seen Tim say that to Ninja and got pissed? I haven't seen any of the stuff like that. I know they've been playing, but like, you gotta realize with Tim and Ninja, like they're fun. They're fucking boys. They're there for friends. They're just gamers having fun. Like they're not serious. Like I think way more people take it as like rage bait and like think like they're just like mad at each other all the time. Like dude, they're like best friends. That's like me and Emong bantering. It's like, dude, I don't know the take you're talking about, but I assume they're probably not actually mad or upset with it. Okay, that was an interesting play from them to more. So I'm not gonna like fully like go hard on this, but you can tell this is Diamond, and someone was saying before like, oh, maybe they're smurfing. No, this person's not smurfing. Their target priority isn't the best. Like they're shooting the penny there the entire time with the Loki 2 feet away before they had used their teleport. Okay, they get the Jeff, nice. Yeah, so I don't think this is a Smurf account smurfing in that Diamond game or whatever it was to get this 93 kills. I think it is probably their rank or close to their rank if it is a Smurf. Like it's like a little bit different. Wait, he showed at the ranking at the start, the whole lobby was silver and bronze. Is that actually true? Let me look at some other people. Silver, oh, maybe it is then. Silver, oh, maybe it is then. Oh, maybe it is then. From their POV, I don't think, like their target priority, I don't think that they're a huge Smurf. But actually this lobby, oh yeah, you guys are right. Oh God. This one definitely might be. Yeah, this person's also diamond. Okay, so like this person is an insane player. Like I thought this was a diamond lobby and they were smurfing on it. I was like, no, I don't think they're smurfing in a diamond lobby. That looks about right. Oh, the rest of the lobby's like silver. Oh, that makes so much more sense. Oh, that makes so much more sense. Well, this account was probably made as a smurf account then, but they've just leveled it up. It's not even close to as impressive anymore because they're just hardcore smurfing in it. That means the Hela was also with them though. So they're just a duo smurfing through these ranks. That's what it is. They were gold 3 at the start. Wait, how do you guys, hang on, quick question for you. How are you guys telling what the rank of the lobby is? How did you guys know that before? Oh, this. Wait, I didn't know, wait. Okay, I understand now. That's how you guys saw it when it was loading in. Okay, so they were smurfing for this part. Or there's a chance they weren't smurfing and they're just Overwatch players. And they were actually just leveling up playing through rivals. There is a chance of that, because, I mean, to BH, I wouldn't say like they seem too insane yet. Level 20? I mean, at that point, you're kind of assuming that every person that's been playing Rivals has been grinding the absolute out of it, you know? Like, when I went through the entire lobby really quick, like, most of the players in the lobby were level, like, 20 to 30. It's also a console lobby. True, it is also console. They're kind of getting rolled here, though. Yeah, that's... See, right there, that's how you can kind of really tell it's a console lobby, because, like, the upwards, downwards movement over and over at 1 HP, and not a single person could hit them a single time.
If the winds themselves have been silenced.
Yeah, almost every aspect
Even if smurfing 90+ kills on Doctor Strange is insane. Oh, it is insane. That is insane. That's why I still want to watch it. Because so far, it's, like, kind of confusing that they have that many kills. I mean, damage-wise, what did they end up finishing with? I mean, we can't tell yet. But...
Such strange creatures lurk below the waves.
He doesn't really, like, even attempt to shoot the jump very much. He just, like, wasn't confident with the shots, or what? What's up, Joel? Console lobby only get difficult in GM. Is that because of... Well, actually... Yeah, that's just a... Yeah. I mean, there's a good chance that this person is potentially smurfing. Like they obviously climbed up way higher than where they're at now. But I don't think, like, they're much higher than, like, Diamond or whatever they're at this point. Because there's some interesting decisions. But also when you're duo queue, like, especially with another, like, good player, the games are going to be 10 times easier. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like, if you have friends to play with, you should play with them. Console low GM is dog shit. They let me go 60-4 as Psy, and I'm not good at DPS. Well, hang on. There's a small caveat about that, right? Like, I'm assuming you probably played a lot of Overwatch, right? Like, you have to understand how, like, the curves work in these games, where there is a lot of people playing Rivals right now, and if you played Overwatch for the last 5 years, I hope you know you were probably in the top or upper echelons of this game, right? You are in the upper echelons of this game already. Because you have people that are coming from Valorant or from Apex or just casual gamers that, like, haven't played a hero shooter in years or played a shooter in years. COD players. Dude, COD cycle's already dead, if nobody knows about that. COD's already cooked over there. Apex is kind of getting cooked. Valorant, I think, is doing okay, but, like, you know, they're a little bit bored. I'm sure, like, you know, they probably won't stay forever, but you're gonna be in the upper percentages if you just have, like, hero shooter game sense. And so you might be used to playing against, like, say, plat players in Overwatch. That might put you in the uppers diamond or even low GMs of this game. Because the way ranking systems work in every game is it's a curve, right? You have the lower, like, bronze, silver is supposed to be like a big but lower group. Then, like, the average rank of gold, plat, like whatever ends up being in this game will be your biggest chunk, and then it will slowly curve down until you get to the top 500 group. So when you have a whole ton ton of people playing that have never played a hero shooter, and you have years of hero shooter experience jumping into rivals, you're gonna have a leg up on them, and you might even be you might be put in a much higher rank. You know, so it might not be that console players are shit, because I don't think that's the truth. I mean, there's like stuff like that right there where they jump through the portal, like it's a good play, then they hit shift and just literally go to the ceiling. I don't think this player's really, really hard smurfing. Like they probably, like this, if they are, right? If they are, they're probably at this point their actual rank, which is like around that diamond point. Because like there is a chance they could just be an Overwatch player that hadn't leveled up yet. You know, like it's always a possibility. That's all.
Spider Zero must reach the Budokan. This is our duty.
The one thing that though they could be a little bit better with is target priority. Their target priority has been not the best.
Never touched any shooter and he's been playing QPN versus with me. This game pulls in Re1.
Yeah.
He's maybe bronze 1 on Rocket and Imlo GM. But it's still so much fun for us.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many people that I know that are like casual gamers that are playing this game right now. Like from friends of friends. It's massive. But still though, I don't think this guy's died yet. Have they? Already 25-0 to just start off the first game.
They got behind you.
They also don't do animation cancels that often. And to be fair, you don't have to do it every single time. I think some people try to be like, you know, a little too much mid-max. Massive. That's how I know this game is massive. You know how I know this game is massive?
Is amazing. You should try some.
Because that meme has been massive for a while. And whenever I said massive when I was doing Overwatch stuff or whatever, no one ever said anything. I just said massive, and I read in both YouTube chat and Twitch chat like 10 people that went massive, ? And I know the meme, but nobody would ever do it before. So I have a feeling, I know where you guys are outside of our normal circle. The normal circle of what we're used to around here is what I'm trying to say. So, a lot of new people, and it's a great thing. It's absolutely a great thing. But just to, you know, just to really drive home the point I was just trying to make. If you're actually new here, give me a smile. And I mean by new, like in the last month. Helpline, get your fucking smiling ass out of my fucking chat right goddamn now. You have like a 47-month sub badge, and you want me to fucking believe that you're new? So I'm gonna be a little bit harsh on this guy because he is, if they are smurfing, they're smurfing in like a silver rank game. So you know what? If they're actually diamond and smurfing, which I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't think they are. But even if they are, I'm gonna be a little bit harsh on them, right? Target priority is pretty ass here. They kind of don't know what to go on. They're just trying to focus on doing their left click melee combos, and then once get to 100, just hit E and hope that anyone around them dies. The way they should have been approaching that fight from the jump is just walking straight through, killing the spider nest, and then once the spider nest is dead, just literally running at the Jeff and the Loki, just annihilating them off the planet. That is the actual way how you play Strange and how you play tank in this right now. Oh no, you evil fucking bastard. Oh, they're all... Yeah, that's how you know it's a silver lobby. Look at them. They're all fucking just enjoying somebody's cool thing in here. They're all just like, oh wow, this guy, I don't know, he looks, when he shoots, it's purple. That's kind of cool. And then they all come back to play the actual game. And he TPs him off the map. Oh my god. Okay, I take it back. This guy is smurfing. I take it back. I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt that it could just be a good Overwatch player, potentially, that just swapped over to this game. But have the balls to go for the TP tech. I think they're smurfing, because that takes a little bit of time to get the timing down right on that one. And also, they didn't even do it right. Yeah, you're not wrong. They didn't do it correctly. But they also didn't wait to see if they have a Strange. They kind of just ripped it. So, actually, you know what? You got a good point. Maybe the fact they just ripped it could be a sign that they're not actually smurfing. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to tell. It's actually really hard to tell with a game like this. Like that's the whole reason why I haven't started up spectating bronze yet. It's like it's really hard to know, you know, who's actually bronze right now and who's not, you know? Just cuz yeah, your rank says bronze. That's where everyone starts. He's not smurfing, he just saw it on a TikTok and wanted to do it? Maybe. Maybe. The one thing though that they're doing really wrong here is they're giving too much space. Is this gonna be their first death? Yeah. So you want to know why they died here, even though it's a silver game? I wouldn't die here, not me personally, because I don't ever, you know what I mean? I'd never let this happen to me. But you know what they did wrong? Is they let them take so much space here. When they walk up, the Hawkeye, etc., they're too scared to actually walk out and take the fight. Which is why I think like there probably are around that diamond rank where they're at now. They're probably not like, you know, GM or like good Overwatch player maybe that just hasn't leveled up yet. Because when they walk up and they use their immortality field over here and their mantis is over here, I would really just go hide in the corner, wait for my shield back, or even where right now, right? Like where they were back over this corner. You just wait for your shield to come up a little bit, and then the second they all walk by you, walk in and just delete somebody. Hit the mantis twice with a left click melee, E, instantly dead. 5v6? I don't care. Who gives a f if it's a 5v6? I accidentally just did an unranked to GM Captain America. The video will be out at some point. I don't ever plan on doing one again. The only reason I wanted it is because I wanted to have an alt account to play with friends and do other stuff on. And people were like, oh, fuck it, you should just play Cap only because you've been trying to learn how to play Cap. I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll do that. I won a game 5v6, solo tanking, in a, like, gold or plat or whatever it was. So I don't care if they're down one, you know? I don't give a shit. If they're actually in a duo smurfing, then you shouldn't be losing that. But the reason they lost that is because of the way they were playing. They were too scared. I mean, you have two supports. You have two supports. That's all you need. Solo tank, two supports. The way you stop this right now is you have to fight 1v1s. You win 1v1s in rivals on tank if you force them. Yeah, kind of getting confused on like what to do right there with the Captain America, and then just like doesn't know what to do. The way all of this should be done is like they're playing too passive. Even though they end up getting these 90+ kills, their 7 deaths are probably going to be from this defense. They're already at 3 of the 7 deaths that they were going to end up having by the end. All of those are just because they're playing too slow right now. They're just sitting here holding shield. They're not doing anything. The way you play tank and the way you actually win this. So, see, when you leave here, right? This is like little shit. This is like really little shit on how you be a really good tank player. Ready? You see how this guy's gonna walk out? Hawkeye's up here, Penny's up here. They're holding space to poke you. The way you walk out is you walk out either left or you walk out this way and then go left and you hug this wall. The reason why you hug this wall is it keeps them from seeing you. They don't see you, you don't take damage. And then once you get to this corner, that's when you turn around the corner and then you hug the next wall, peeking him, poking him the entire time. You save your shield. Watch what he does. He's just gonna sit out in the open with his shield up, waste half of it, get pressured out, and then not be able to do anything. Watch. A quarter of it, there's half. The half HP, doesn't know what to do, just kind of sits there, just floundering around, shield goes back up, space is getting taken. So now they're walking up and they have to take this fight up top, but they're already half HP, they didn't actually go after the Hawkeye. Hawkeye gets killed by a teammate, who's another, like I think this is their duo. So like, they're lucky they have 2 good players in the lobby to rely on instead of themselves. Are you psychic? No, I mean, I literally played Overwatch for like 6-7 years, like at a high level, you know. Yeah, in like the last year or two, I kind of like didn't really care very much, but that doesn't mean the game sense goes away, right? And that's just how you play in this game, like any hero shooter. You don't want to take damage, you don't want to take resources. You know what I mean? The one, like, people always come in and ask me the question, what's one tip to be better? And I always say, well, if I could give you one tip and you'd all of a sudden be better overnight, I would be a millionaire, right? Because I could just do that and then I would just farm it and just, you know, I'd be like a guru that what is your one wish? And it's like, oh, I want a tip to be better. And then I go, oh, do this. And then your rank goes up. You're like, oh my God, right? Like, but that doesn't work that way. But it actually kind of works in Rivals. And the reason why it works in Rivals is because I can give you the more basic shit. Like, for example, don't die, ever. You might say, well, don't die ever. What is that supposed to mean? Well, this guy just f***ed up right here. He had every opportunity to live. Full HP, sitting here, gets pressured out, doesn't take the jump pad the first time, actually just uses his shift, doesn't grab the health pack, and it stays for way too long. Even so, he could still live. There's a hole in the floor right there, doesn't take the hole in the floor exit, does that, drops him out. Now you could jump through the window here, but also have your shield up. Never puts his shield up to protect himself and just dies. When you die in any game, in any hero shooter, or at all, you can't help, right? So this guy finishes with 7 deaths in what, 97 kills or something? 5 of them have already happened, and that's why they're losing. If this guy hadn't gotten his 7 deaths on this defense, doesn't matter if they were down a player or not, they would have full health. That you would have never gotten the 97 kills. The game would have been over at the jump. But the reason why we have this keep going, oh, here we go, now they're finally doing it. Too deep though. You can't go that deep. It was the right play, but like they jumped over the cart the whole way. You don't jump over the cart the entire way. But now they actually pressured him, now they can't walk in. As long as he goes around a corner, doesn't go around a corner. Same thing, right? Perfect opportunity to back away, stay alive, play a corner, play the pillars, right? Play the corner right here, doesn't do it, jumps into the middle, takes a mine, puts a shield back up, no resources, dead. Instantly dead. Doesn't have a good chance to fight to live. So we're already at 6 of the 7 total deaths of the 97 kills that this game has. And the only reason we are there is because we take too much damage every single time. So even when a person drops 97 kills in a lobby that they arguably could be smurfing in, probably are smurfing in, with players that are much worse than them, there's still so many fucking mistakes that even if in this game, where they might look like they're the GOAT, I can already see where they're gonna get stuck.
By the eye of...
That's kind of unlucky. That happens. I'm not even gonna say anything about that one. That one that shit happens there. You know what we should watch? We could watch the other guy too. Who was the other one that got so many kills? Was it the Kraken? I think this is probably the way if they're actually smurfing or not. See what their aim looks like.
Why would I need healing? Here's this life. Friends.
I want to say yes so far. I want to say yes. Yeah, they are. Okay, so if they're a duo, I'm assuming they're a duo. Yeah, okay, so they are smurfing then.
I like the cold.
I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. I mean, it could be, but yeah, I mean, even they could be. Like, that was kind of a basic play. I don't know. So, hang on, I just realized you guys might not have understood what I was saying was a basic play. I'll do it again. Ready? So, this Hela knows that they're gonna get pressured by the Iron Fist, but like, Iron Fist takes a few seconds to chase. Obviously, he has to drop and chase you, and then baits him off the high ground, and you do the exchange of cooldowns, because he full committed for him. Basically, the idea is then the Iron Fist has to either commit to going back up and chasing the Hela again, which gives you time to shoot him, or go after somebody else. And they choose to go after somebody else. It's such a small, minor play, but like, it's also a big outplay on their team. And in these ranks, you're gonna, those are the plays that are the difference makers. It's not about your aim. It's not about hitting every headshot. Those little interactions is how you play as are a much better player than someone on the other side. Because yeah, that Iron Fist probably could have beat their ass up close, but they committed everything for the chase them onto the low ground, in which they just use their cooldown and go back up top, and then shoot them in the head a few times. I will say the one thing about this person, the reason why I don't think they're super high rank is because, like, they don't really get afraid of anything. But it could also be because the rank they're in. But I think this guy so far is probably better than the strange guy, a little bit. Yeah, I think this guy's probably slightly better. But it's also hard to say with Hela, because Hela is just so strong. Their right-click plays are interesting, to say the least. I also just don't like using the right-click on Hela very much. I don't think it's very useful. But, I mean, I'll still use it, I just don't use it that much. Honestly, Hela POV is kind of boring. I'm going back to the other guy. Even though he's not as good, at least I can kind of roast this guy a little bit and talk about like what things they're doing wrong, even though they have this 54 kills on the board.
You were unfit for this world.
Shoot healer, destroy egg, GM. I mean, the Hela, did you notice the Hela was always shooting DPS or always shooting supports? It's the right play against that comp, right? Because like the Captain America's not that threatening, the Penny's not that threatening. The Penny can be left for later, and then you just shoot the Penny in the head a few times and he'll fall over.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Midgard has
I'm surprised they didn't get their shield up in time for that one, but sometimes that happens.
So to speak.
There's still a chance.
See, this play, the way they're playing right now, right here, is just kind of dumb. Yeah, I know they're down 5v6 again. I get it. I know. But like, they should have chased that immediately. You're up multiple. So, remember what I was talking about earlier? Actually, I don't think it was in this part. I was talking about something else. No, it wasn't the beginning of this. I was telling you guys about tempo and how it's really important. So they kill 2, so they're down a player right now, right? You kill 2 though, it's now a 5v4, W key. You W key into the Mantis. The cart will keep moving on its own. You chase this Mantis, you get the Mantis kill. That would probably win you the point. If they have ult, which someone might say, Flats, they have ult. Let's say we don't know they have ult. If they have ult, you force the ult, you back away. See that Hawkeye? That Hawkeye needs to go. That Hawkeye needs to go now. See, their Hawkeye, because of the rank it's in, is bad. Their Hawkeye's not very good. He just runs at him and just basically feeds himself in. But if this was any rank above where they're at right now and that Hawkeye stays further back, the Strange should walk up and kill him. Is this a VOD review? No, this is like, I saw on Twitter some guy posted that he got almost 100 kills in a game. And I was like, wait, let's see what that is. And then it turns out they could potentially just be smurfing. So instead of, actually talking about all the good shit and talking about like, someone getting 100 kills, I was like, you know what, let's see what could still be done better in a game where they get 100 kills. And how many mistakes there are. Although, I also gave them the benefit of the doubt, they might not be smurfing. It might also be like, they just haven't leveled up yet, and they're like a good hero shooter player, but I'm not sure about that. So yeah, they're kind of just feeding. And from my experience, like when I was leveling up my other account, that happened all the time. Like, if you can learn how to tempo in this game, like tempo ult and tempo walk in on teams, things like this will happen where they just ultimately end up feeding. And I don't know why they're sitting on cart the entire time. This was just a prime opportunity to W key up and break the mines early. And I think now your magic's dead. Yeah, your magic dies now. Like, the magic could have been so saved if we had walked up right after we got the Captain America kill and the other kill. It would have been fine. Overtime? Yeah, but there's multiple people on the cart. There's multiple people on the cart. And one of them is, like, you would obviously at some points like, well, I don't trust my teammates. I'm pretty sure the Hela's duoed. I'm pretty sure that the Hela and them are duoed. So it's like, okay, your duo's on cart. If you can't trust your duo to sit on cart, then you're probably in the wrong spot, You're gonna die. They're gonna... Oh, the Luna saves him.
By the eye of Agamotto.
See, this is where you tell your team someone stay on cart and then you walk forward. Like right there, like the Luna ult's going off, they're all gonna live, they're gonna be fine. I would W key into their backline so fucking hard. They're in a 3-stack? Who's in the 3-stack with them?
Loki is a god, but I'm supreme.
The Mantis? I mean, not the Mantis or the Luna?
Time entanglement is a
The
vex.
battle starts in 5, 4, 3.
Maybe they aren't a
2,
Smurf account.
Don't forget, securing the missionary.
That's a
is your
weird-ass
top
portal.
My
priority.
refuge, my fortress. Our enemy, I am strengthened for battle.
Did they announce the cap and buff venom buffs yet? No. Not like numbers or anything.
You don't have to fight alone.
Yeah, I feel like the other team's gonna give up.
Double kill.
Yeah, they've already given up.
Midgard has a worthy
I'm surprised.
sorcerer
You know what's funny? Now we're looking at it, we see 76 kills already on the board. Am I being too harsh for feeling like that doesn't even feel like 70 kills? Like, I feel like I feel like they haven't done enough to be like, this is holy shit, they're destroying this lobby. They have 70 kills. Maybe I'm being too harsh.
You don't have
Not sure how many are final hits. They only have, oh no, that's the other team. They have 36 final hits, which is quite a lot. But, okay, right now they're actually rolling. Right now they're actually kind of rolling right now, but also their team's kind of looks like it's given up and is just feeding. This is just garbage time. Why don't you shoot the nest? No, I mean 70 kills in a game of Rivals is still an insanely high number, but they're also just kind of trickling and feeding in at this point. I think they've just given up because like he's farming them now. Like the Hawkeye, yeah, by himself, borderline by himself. Both supports are dead. Then the Penny walks up, actually by themselves, dies again. Now there's someone in the back line.
I am ready to put on a show.
Their Luna is in their spawn, popping. Yeah, their Luna popped ult in their back line. Solo ult's the fucking cap. And Luna's ult's gonna end, but they're gonna be in a free spot. Yeah, so like the last like 25 kills of this game are just freebies.
Midgard has a worthy sorcerer out. Only 60 seconds left.
Because Flats the nest doesn't count as a kill. Okay, dude. No, okay, fair. I will say one thing. I don't know if this game was actually winnable for the other team,
I don't have to be center stage.
but I feel like people give up in Overwatch or Rivals, like hero shooter type genres, way too easily.
30 seconds.
Like, it's almost like a culture thing. In games like Valorant, I know that like if you get down like a certain amount, you know, it can be like not a bad thing depending on the map. Like even like a 9-3, it's like, oh, you know, this is still kind of winnable, right? But for some reason, in these types of games, people get down by like a point or a few fights, and they're just like, yeah, it's GG. And it's like, well, hang on, wait a minute. We still have ults. How the hell are you guys saying this game is over? We have ults. We haven't even used an ult fight yet. They just used all their ults. So this is winnable. So, I guess my advice to you to be is if you were that other team, I feel like they shouldn't have given up. I feel like they shouldn't have given up. I don't think they would have won, but they just gave this guy like a free 25 kills, so he now has his Twitter clip or his Twitter screenshot. You know, that 27,000 damage for a game this long, that's like my average for like damage. In a lobby like this, that equals to like 94 kills, but in any higher lobby, that'll be like a 30 or a 40. So I'm gonna say they were probably smurfing, but hey, 94 kills in a game is still crazy. That is still actually crazy.